I'm going to tell you a little story. I like telling stories, obviously. Um, as I've mentioned, the last few days have been somewhat traumatic for me after that incident at Sidewinders. And yesterday I found myself crying uncontrollably, partly because of that and partly because of the murders of these people in Illinois. I felt devastated, and especially for the little child who lost both their parents. That just was heartbreaking. Um, Anyhow, Cynthia, my neighbor and friend who I met 6 years ago when she approached me in front of my house looking for work, and she is so talented. There is nothing this girl can't do. She does plumbing and electrical, and she fixes cars. I mean, she's brilliant at that. And so she came over yesterday to do a tune up on my car in the driveway, and she's wonderful. She did it. At any rate, she comes from this really dysfunctional family. Uh, Her father has been raping her since she was a child, and he's now married to her sister, who's his daughter. And for some reason, she feels compelled as a Christian to uh, kind of hang out with them and be friends with them and help them. And last time she moved in with them and they started throwing things at her and cursing. And I said, you know, Cynthia, your family is like Jerry Springer, Spanish Jerry Springer. You need to avoid them, visualize them with a skull and crossbones because they're poison for you. But it doesn't do any good. She can't seem to separate herself from them. At any rate, she did a tune up on my car, which it needed very badly. And I went over to my club, which I love and where I have friends. And there was a group gathered outside, and I told them what had happened to me at Sidewinders. And they said, wow, you know, this is not unusual. It happens more than you realize, and you are protected now that you're 86 from that place. That's protection for you because it's not a good place, and apparently that's true. So I had a few hours at the club. I sang The Temptations' My Girl, and it was pretty good. And I left the club. I was a little buzzed and drove down Central and looking for food because I was hungry. And I made an illegal U turn thinking that no one was around. But all of a sudden, there was a cop up my ass, and I pulled over. And he comes over to the window and says, "Good evening." And I said, "Good evening to you." And he said, "What's going on? You were driving so slowly that the driver behind you almost rear-ended you, and you just made an illegal U-turn." And I said, "Yes, I know." And he said, "Are you lost?" And I said, "A little." He said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm looking for a place to eat." And I told him about the several places that I tried getting food from that were closed, blah, blah. And he said, "Well, you know, your registration is expired. It's been expired for 3 years." And I knew it was expired. I didn't realize it was expired for that long. He said, "And your auto insurance has also expired." I said, Anyway, we had a very nice conversation, very civilized, and he was a lovely man, actually. I don't like cops. I've made that known. I've had bad experiences with them. I don't care for them. But this man was very nice, and he said, "I tell you what, I'm going to let you go. I'm not even going to give you a ticket. Be safe, take care of yourself." And I said, "God bless you." And he said, "Thank you." And I proceeded to go over to Denny's, and I ordered a hot fudge sundae, and the waitress said to me, "What's a sundae?" And I thought, really? Anyway, I told her what went into it, and she made it for me, and it was fine. And then I came home, and so um, that's my evening. I hope that you had a good one. I love you. I'll speak with you soon. I think I may be blocked on TikTok because of some comments I made about fat people being hauled around in Central Park by these horses that wind up having heart attacks. Or maybe it was because, let's see, what else did I say? Well, something insulting. And people have advised me to kind of modify what I'm saying, but I'm not going to. They're already trying to censor me. I'm certainly not going to censor myself. I'm going to speak my mind, and the chips will fall where they may. Some people will like it, some people won't. C'est la vie. Anyhow, take care. Goodbye.